The intelligent life, it's all naturalistic. It's all working with the planet. And the humans are just dumping endless garbage that is destroying the land. They used an extremely long lens here, really cleverly. Just compress them all together into this visual sea, endless machinery. And yeah, what a powerful visual statement. Today I'm watching, reacting to, and breaking down the cinematic language of Solstice 5 by Paul Chettison. This is a short film that combines live action acting with incredible CG work, and I'm really excited to break it down. This video was recommended to me by my Dragoon tier member, Alejandro. If you want to suggest a video to me, you can become a member, a Dragoon member. Click that join button. If you enjoy our time together, why not check out some more of my videos and breakdowns. Whoa.
Relentless, wasteful, to our image.
Whoa.
How can something of our own creation grow so vast it escapes our own comprehension, our own control?
It's just ceaseless, you know. It keeps going, and there's no way you can turn it off. It consumes everything. Just
Really abstract imagery. I love this.
Damn factories have a mind of their own. They're constantly producing these enormous flying diggers and warships, and they're taking over everything. The land, the sea, the sky.
I love right off the bat that it's abstract imagery. Again, it is reminiscent of Dune and Denis Villeneuve's type, like this kind of abstract, very concrete, very modern, almost like, you know, scary and its abstractness, architecture and everything. Is very, very good at that. But I like that they're talking vaguely about this kind of like it's a mind of its own. This is a factory. It's harvesting and everything. And they showed one shot of the human. And it's funny because at the start of the video, the human was like the oddity in this video so far, right? So it's almost like an absence of humanity. This thing is taking over without humanity in mind, and it's kind of almost overtaking us in a really creepy way. So I love it so far. Let's do it. Have I played Dragon Age? Never. Sounds cool though. Yeah, I like the blend of actors and CG for sure. Let's continue. Really cool.
Executives back home, they just keep feeding us lies. The machines never stop. So we're stuck here in the middle of it all, and they want us to keep working like this. It's bullshit.
What? So are they on this vessel? Oh, that's so creepy. Like a mobile factory.
Continental Alliance say they still need us, but shit, man. These factories, they don't stop, they don't care.
I
All you
love that.
see are these diggers everywhere. They just keep coming and coming.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's just...
With a gravity slightly gentler than planet Earth.
So I'll pause just for a second again. I really like how it's almost, it almost looks like atomic, or like, you know, on an atomic level, like atoms. The sort of scale of it, like it's so huge that it looks tiny, and that's typically what happens when you look at pictures of outer space and everything. Like it's so big you can't comprehend the size because there's just no comparison. It's like, oh, Earth would be like a speck of dust on the screen. So this is approaching that, and it looks like almost how something does under a microscope in its abstractness, and I love it.
And a terrain rich in metals and liquid hydrocarbons.
Okay.
Solstice 5 was the perfect candidate for the Continental Alliance to establish as one of their main large-scale manufacturing complexes.
Great lore here. Wow, these ships. Oh yeah,
Unconcerned by
the
its
scale.
ecosystem and motivated by an unquenchable thirst to control the environment, colossal, entirely autonomous plants were raised from the ground.
Autonomous
Mothers
plants.
to mammoth machines built to crush, drill, and annihilate. The rich earth of Solstice 5 was shattered. Its landscapes disfigured and scarred.
The time lapse of building it.
Gathered and transformed.
Yeah, incredible.
Landscapes that took millions
Incredible
of
animation.
years to form were wiped out in a single stroke.
Wow.
And the resources allocated for one single purpose: endless production.
I've seen how the warships get built. It's like watching some kind of giant layered manufacturing machine. Sometimes you look away for just a second. Next thing you know, there's a brand new cruiser floating above your head.
It's
5,
literally like
6 a day.
a 3D printer.
Crazy, man. Just never stops.
It's literally a 3D printer the size of like a country or something. That's insane. The size of a city. It's actually quite terrifying. This will probably happen one day, right?
Ultimately, this seemingly unbreakable monolith that was the Continental Alliance collapsed under its own weight, revealing its frail and cracked foundation. The automated factories were left untouched and running, while the workers were left in the dark.
So interesting.
The extensive reach of the Continental Alliance, spanning far and wide, made it simply unfeasible to pull the plug on such a complex system.
So yeah, it literally went beyond humanity, and is just like, you know, almost subsume them in its own ambition, and it's completely autonomous, right? So yeah, if for some reason they needed to stop or like couldn't be there anymore, it would just keep going, which is actually really scary if you think about it. So yeah, I like it. I like how it started more abstract, and now we're zooming in. It almost looks like a tilt shift lens, which is interesting. We're zooming in and seeing the time lapse of the cranes and everything. We can kind of understand that scale. It's all right, a crane builds a skyscraper. Okay, so something that we can kind of like fathom. But I love this kind of like interview footage. What's cool about it is this is reading like a documentary, a fake documentary of something that happened, transpired, and now we're getting people talking about it in the aftermath. And the question is like, what happened, right? So we're kind of going to be uncovering what happened as we watch the video, which is really fun and intriguing right from the get-go. So I think it's a fantastic concept and just really impressive. I mean, the animation on the time lapse was incredible. Dragon Age, yeah, Angela, I've heard good thing about Dragon Age. How would you sell me on Dragon Age? 3D print jets on top, yeah, apparently. It's even more scary. Unnerves me about science fiction is the amount of energy and resources they are gathering. Yeah, it's like, it's almost dystopian, you know, to think about that. How much resources would you need to make a ship the size of a city? Like what? More advanced version of this in Horizon? Really? A giant set of robots called Horus. Oh wow, that's creepy. Self-repair. Terrifying. Humanity is going, everything about automation. Yeah, humanity obsessed with automation right now, which is pretty much obsessed with removing their own humanity. And a lot of people, you know, it's like, I don't want to write. I don't want to create art. I don't want to think for me. So I can just like sit there like I'm a plant or something. I mean, maybe plants think more than some of these people. Like, I just want to sit there and exist and do nothing, which is a really weird concept to me. Yeah, it's kind of like the ultimate fear. One ship of this size is enough to solve the housing crisis. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't like the resource gathering monstrosity, right? It would, yeah, people could live there. Crazy. Wall-E. I've not seen Wall-E, but all right, let's continue. This is fantastic. Let's see.
Are perfect and stable, just as they've always been.
Whoa.
We created them to perform specific sets of tasks, which they perform perfectly.
That is so well done.
This is one of the biggest achievements of mankind, and it is thanks to the Continental Alliance.
You can see Wall-E, yeah. I hear it's good. Look at this.
They don't tell us anything anymore. The factories are still producing for no reason like they have for so many years. And the truth is, nobody can actually stop that from happening.
There's more and multiple factories. Oh, that's horrifying.
It's the end of the Alliance, they say. So what? Alliance, not the Alliance, doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
It's like the world doesn't even know this is happening.
Yeah, man.
And
People
we're
turn a
so
blind
far
eye.
from home.
This is the problem with humanity. It's like we are not meant to consume and be bombarded and buried with endless information at all times. We're probably just meant to, you know, exist within like tiny to mid-sized communities with like handfuls of people and, you know, deal with like whatever, you know, stuff happens or conflict arises in such things, and, you know, go about our survival focused, community focused lives, right? So the fact that like this is just the ultimate example of like people get so overwhelmed with scale and ambition and everything else that they just turn a blind eye and like don't even understand it, which is like, yeah, pretty much what happens in history too.
Our inordinate desire to reach permanency in a transitional world.
Permanency.
Too complex to be shut down and easier to ignore. The factories were left untouched.
Easier to
perfectly
ignore, yeah.
fulfilling their purpose of giving birth to never-ending seas of purposeless machines.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
Purpose.
the aircraft carrier fields cover most of the land now. So sometimes when we arrive, we can't even bring out our excavators because every square inch of land is covered by ships.
What?
It's crazy, man. So, you know, we just turn around and we go back home. It's a shit ton of wasted fuel, man.
So there's just so much stuff created that the entire world is full to the brink with useless. Oh no. War or malfunction? Oh no.
Out of here! Oh my God!
What was their great plan? They bombed all the factories.
I love the found footage right there. That was well done. What? Yeah, we're seeing, like I said, that sort of conflict that arose and what happened now. Yeah, really well animated.
I swear to God, and once the smoke cleared, the factories just carried on, unaffected.
That's crazy. Yeah, they just don't even care. There's
There
too
were
many
no
to stop.
casualties. Only empty factories and cruisers were targeted. We would never jeopardize the safety of our workers.
Oh, this guy's good. This guy's really good.
We thought we were
Like
part of something important, you know?
creepy smile.
We came all the way here chasing promises of a better future. But instead of witnessing its birth, we found ourselves entwined in its demise. In between worlds, in between times.
Incredible lighting.
It's tragic to realize that the only thing that matches the enormity of this situation is its failure.
Shinra in space, yeah, that's a really good comparison, right? This is so well done, man. That explosion was creepy too. Surprising. Scientific community has firmly theorized that the markings present over the entire surface of Solstice 5 are of intelligent origin. Crafted through a principle of weather-controlled erosion spanning across millennia, while the process and the reasons for it remain a mystery. Oh boy. I like this, like, documentary footage. It implies a complete mastery over the elements maintained over millions of years. The phenomenon stands as a source of evidence for the existence of an advanced life form other than man. Ay, ay, ay. Gimme. Oxidization, yeah. The Continental Alliance dismissed the findings and eventually explained the markings as a natural process of erosion of non-intelligent origin. Further scientific studies toward the origin of the planet were forbidden once the excavation of the planet started. It is believed that since the colonization of Solstice 5 started 60 years ago, 40% of the planet has been excavated or turned into a factory. Disturbing. The number grows each passing second.
Testimony to our resilient nature in the face of the
Unsettling. Deeply unsettling.
Should we not stand proud? Should we not?
I just love the scale of this. It's like incomprehensible until you zoom in and see, like, that's a crane, a super massive crane. Oh man, shout out to Paul. Incredible work on this. Yeah, that's the perfect example. You see this gargantuan ship that's like bigger than anything we have on our planet, and then they raise up the shot and zoom out, and it's like, oh, it's a tiny part of this ship. I love it. And just endless creation of assets that are eventually useless and just take over everything that's natural. Yeah, that shot. And then this is it, right? This is just what I described. It's the supermassive, like, unfathomable scale of space and planets and everything, where it's like, okay, one of these factories is just, yeah, incomprehensible in size, and then there's 1, 2, 3. There's so many on screen you can barely count them, and they kind of just blend together because they used an extremely long lens here, really cleverly. Just compress them all together into this mush, this visual sea of, you know, endless machinery. And yeah, what a powerful visual statement. It's beyond human scale, but humans created it, and now it's beyond humanity, right? Yeah, that's terrifying. You thought it was Grand Moff Tarkin? Yeah, I believe that. That was so cool, man. Shout out to the team, shout out to the cast. Let this play so you can get your credits here. Solstice 5 got a sequel as well called Solstice 5 Forgotten Archives. That's so fun. I gotta check that one out, Alejandro. Machines building machines. How perverse. That one dude looked like Peter Cushing. Yeah, he kind of did, actually. That was crazy and horrifying. Yeah, really good. Tell us you'll see Wall-E soon. I'd love to. Oh, is it related to Wall-E? That's cool. Yeah. I really liked it. Yeah, very well done. I like that it was unsettling and kind of vague enough, and there's stuff like the, you know, the hint of intelligent life that they're just like ignoring. Anyways, build more machines. And the intelligent life, I think the message of the video was, right? It's like, I want you to note that, look at this, the intelligent life, because humans don't even comprehend how you could create these patterns and erosion, which are clearly intelligent. It's all naturalistic. It's all working with the planet, working with the natural laws and the land. And the humans are just dumping endless garbage of like destructive harvesting material that is destroying the land, right? Look at that contrast. Just dumping waste of like harvesting equipment that destroys the natural order, and the intelligent life is just like working with the land, right? I think it's a really powerful message, and probably one of the deeper messages here. It's beautiful. And the humans, of course, just keep on building and creating until the creations create more than humans create, and it's just insanity. Yeah. Endless cycle of like exponential growth. A blender wizard. Yeah, apparently. My goodness gracious. I didn't know there was a sequel. That's awesome. Humans showed up and strip mined the planet. Yeah, that track. Yeah, exactly. This is literally, there's like nothing left. Beautiful natural pattern of intelligent life. Destroy that first. It's like, there's like no hope for humans, right? And greed. But no, I loved it. Yeah, it was very Shinra like coded from Final Fantasy as well. Deeply unsettling, but super well done. Yeah. Let me know, Alejandro, if you want to throw the sequel down for a future video. That was incredible. Great choice, Alejandro. And at this point, we've covered several tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5